Thousands of years ago, the Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Guyan Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folktales remain. Oh, Sire, you and I were foes, but our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume. And thus another spark of divinity departs from Liyue. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate.
What is up? It's Rambo here with a Zhongli video. It's exactly what he said. Everybody after him will be here to debate, and that's what people have been doing. They've been debating him. Today, Constellation 1. Was it worth it? Let's find out. So I have a lot of footage that I recorded for a while, and I pieced it together best I could. I record all my videos for now on my PS4. Hopefully get a PS5 soon. Things will be better on that. Anyway, back to the game before I digress. I wanted to show various types of gameplay. He's only at level 70, and as you can see, people are like, oh, he's a breeding child, and then kabam, I do the flip. I pop into Zhongli. Everybody's kind of like, okay, is this guy for real? And then I sit there and wait, and everybody's cool with it, so I'm like, okay, let's do this. And, you know, people are changing accordingly and whatnot. And everyone's like, okay, cool, let's go with this team. So you saw we got Child, Venti, Noel, and of course Zhongli. He's only level 70. This is the 90 dungeon. And you'll see how this plays out. You probably play with some other people, some probably good, some not, as Zhongli. I was still getting used to him, so some of my gameplay may not be very good, so don't judge me too harshly. But, you know, I'm starting to get used to having the two columns there. This is interesting from playing with, you know, no Constellation and then having Constellation 1, because it changes the way you actually play Zhongli. It also changes how you can go into co-op with a certain setup. It also changes how you play single player. You know, before you get the first Constellation, you're relying a lot on the Traveler if you're going to use Zhongli, because you're like, okay, I'm going to throw a column out. Well, I can't resonate with anything. I don't have 2 more geostructures, and even if you use Ning Wang, which is great, she's only got 1, so it counts as 2 total. So people throw in the Traveler, which is nothing wrong with him, it's great. But if you don't have a first Constellation Zhongli, like I did for a while, then you use the Traveler. So you can have 2 stone objects that the Traveler throws out, you throw out his column, and you resonate with him. Well, that's great, but it can kind of hurt in co-op mode if you like helping people out or doing your thing. See that? Clear time, 1:48. Hopefully you were watching all of that action as I'm talking and just regurgitating all my information out on you. So this takes away from needing a Traveler or anybody else right now, which we don't really have anybody that can put geostructures out to help Zhongli shine. His first Constellation helps him really shine a whole lot more. It changes the way you play him, how teams are formed. I mean, the footage is there, you can see it. I mean, his build's still not the best. I'll show that at the end of the video. So there's one run, you know. And, you know, I'm like, hey, you know, I told this dude, bring your Diluc, blah, blah, blah. And you can see we've got Barbara, Venti, Diluc, and me. Like I said, I'm level 70, so I'm underperforming, but at the same time, I'm still performing really well. Try no healer. I'm like, hey, come on, guys, try this without a healer. They're like, what? This dude's insane. I am insane, but in a good way. And I just want more people to see that Zhongli is good at doing what Zhongli is supposed to do. I wish his normal attacks would maybe have some scale basing off HP or something like that. Yeah, they gave him an insane, awesome combo attack. You know, his skills are awesome looking. He's awesome spear user. And yet, you can't really get much out of him. I think the most I hit the other day was like 3,000 after, maybe 4,000 on a charge attack after Wolf's Gravestone activated or something. Excuse me. But anyway, his spear moves are amazing. But unless you build him the physical damage route, you don't get anything really out of it. But by doing all that, then you lose out on this whole geostructure. You lose out on summoning meteors and blasting crap, which is great. I mean, he has one of the coolest burst CGs in my mind. I love the other ones, but I love his. Feeling the meteor coming down and crushing people is just so awesome. And so back to more gameplay here. So the geostructures as well, especially in this dungeon, if I've got a mage, you know, who pops in on one side, and I've got a mage who pops in on another side, you know, boom, I'm actually creating more crystallizations. You know, I love Noelle, but, you know, she hits her deal, pops it up, and then boom, that's it. You know, those can sit there and continuously create shields for those guys, you know, and other people can be like, oh crap, there's the one I need, boom, I'm gonna grab fire because I'm getting my ass killed. And, you know, we lost Klee here. We lost Klee, and we're still pulling this off. You know, a lot of people do think this is a pretty hard dungeon. It can be. It's also can be super easy and a lot of fun. I had a clear time with some people. I couldn't find it, but it was like 50 seconds, somewhere in there. I think somebody else had posted one up, but I don't know if they use Zhongli on the internet somewhere. I heard about it. But I wanted to get mine up, but I couldn't find it, so I might have forgot to record it. But it was amazing. The people were just like, what just happened? You know, we just did this in 50 seconds. It's crazy. So in the future, hopefully I can get a better build going and really show people, you know, how amazing Zhongli is. Would we like to see him improved a little bit to where, you know, if he's unfortunately, you know, not really last man standing, but if there's only 2 or 3 people left, he can still put out what he needs to do in order to help win before time's up or whatever. But using him as a, I don't want to say a really just a support, because he's not just supporting. Like, I mean, my build's not the best. This is a crap build, I'm going to be honest, but it works really well, sort of. And I've actually improved upon it, but not as much as I'd like to. You know, artifacts are tough. But bringing meteors down, causing petrify, you know, for 3.52 seconds, whatever it is, I got 3.4 somewhere in there. Those just few seconds on the battlefield matter like crazy. Like, it doesn't sound like much, but it's a lot. They can put the damage out, the elemental reactions they want to do, whatever, boom, you know, helps get shields down. I don't personally like using it a whole lot when, you know, the mage's shields are up. I feel like it does more and is more effective when they're down, if you're going to look at the damage point of view. If you're going to look at trying to help your teammates out for a second, that can, you know, come in handy. Constellation 2, like, for those who have it, like, that's really where Zhongli is even better, because he gives everybody a Jade Shield. As soon as that meteor comes down, boom, everybody's got a Jade Shield. You know, and that scales off, you know, all the stuff that scales off. We'll get into that later. So, took a short break. In the footage, something happened, and so I wanted to show you. I did speed the video up a bit, so it might sound a little weird. So basically, I was not really trying this dungeon. I think I just need some gold books. And so I came in here and Tartaglia tore it up. Used Zhongli a little bit. My child, he needs more damage. Hydro Cups. Hydro set. It's coming soon. I may do a video regarding some of what I think, because I don't want to be like, you know, this changes everything. I don't want to be like that. You know, which there's nothing wrong with saying that. But it's going to definitely impact Child a ton. Other users too, but it's going to be insane. I have to get the cups because I really need to look at something. I may put the video out beforehand and just tell everybody, hey, obviously I can't test this because I don't have the cups, but this is what I think, blah, blah, blah. And I really don't want to get into that too much. But look forward to Dragon Spine, look forward to the whole damn thing, man. It's going to be awesome, especially if I think what's going to work with Child and these cups and something, other artifacts. It's just going to be cool. So I decided, on a whim, I was like, oh yeah, I was going to do a summon. I felt like I should do a summon. And I remembered. And so I was like, okay. Loaded up 200 Prima Gems. Why, I don't know. But I was like, okay, here's 200 more. I decided that I would, you know, go ahead and buy my face. I was feeling kind of iffy about it. I was like, and Paimon's face looked weird, and she was sparkling. I don't know, it was weird. And I was like, what do I want to do? So Yeah. That happened. It freaking happened. And I was like, I'm not live recording. I'm not freaking, you know, streaming, because I don't really do that because I don't have a good setup and all this stuff, you know. But I was ecstatic that I got exactly what you just saw. Second constellation. Look at that. I was like, I was just crazed. I couldn't even play the game. Forgot what I was doing. And as soon as I got that, that is the moment I was like, holy crap. I was like, I wonder if this will change how I play with my Zhongli now, you know. But summoning meteors, you know, that's just looking for the good opportunities and bringing them down and whatever. So anyways, I put that in there. Back to the point. I just wanted people to see that because I was super stoked. It made it all worth it, you know. I did invest some money, obviously. Nothing crazy because I'm not rich or anything, obviously. So there's just a little bit more here. We're going to get into the build, and that's going to show basically how I had him set up. He's not much like that anymore. I mean, it's still the same build, it's just better stats and whatnot right now. Okay, so you see we got the whole crit damage, HP, crit rate, attack. Could be better, but the HP was great. Elemental Mastery helps out a lot here. Got a little crit rate. Energy Recharge, this is a big one. Look at that Elemental Mastery, 1 of 3. That's helping his shields, everything. Okay, look at that. We got attack, some defense, crit damage. It's mainly about the attack on that piece. Geo damage bonus. Crit damage at the end with HP already 15.2%. I have two 15% pieces. That helps Zhongli have his like 20,000 HP. Okay, so was it worth it? That's what this video was about. Hopefully you watched all the combat, because it showed so much stuff where this is happening, that's happening, things are changing, blah blah blah. There's my weapons, check that out. Anyways, point is it was totally worth it. Him without a constellation is not the same as him with constellation. There's all the stats right there. Crit rate, crit damage, blah blah blah, energy recharge, you can see the shield stuff, crystallizing, whatever. Anyways, I've rambled on long enough. I just wanted you to know it was worth it. It was totally worth it. He's going to be worth it in Dragon Spine moving forward. He's great at what he does. Hopefully they buff him a little bit and we get some HP scaling on his regular attacks, because they fucking kick ass. Anyways, hope you liked the video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care till then. Hope you have good luck, boy.